A few days ago, Kirk posted on his Instagram about experiencing intense pain. Rumor has it that his condition has deteriorated, and he is now reportedly in the hospital, with doctors fearing he might not survive. However, sources close to him say that Kirk requested Rasheeda be with him, hoping to make amends for everything he's done to her. This has not gone down well with Jasmine, who is livid that Kirk chose Rasheeda over her. It seems like more drama is unfolding. Kirk shared a video on Instagram with the caption, "So yesterday, I visited the doctor because I was in severe pain on my side near my back at 3:45 a.m. I passed a kidney stone and I feel so relieved, thank you Lord, I'm not going to lie. They told me I might need surgery, but fortunately, it passed."
I need a haircut. I look shitty, but I don't want to show y'all something. I don't know if anybody ever had a kidney stone before, but yo. Here, bro, when I tell you the worst pain I've ever felt before in my life, this thing is so big, this shit had me in pain for like 5 days. I was about to go get a CAT scan today and it finally came out. They gave me this little thing to use when you go to the bathroom. And somebody, if I don't pass it, they gotta do surgery. I was like, oh my God. But if anybody had kidney stones before, or you have it, it is the worst pain you've ever felt.
Kirk's recent video post received a range of reactions from his followers. Some were relieved to see him recovering after experiencing such discomfort, while others expressed concerns, pointing out that the swelling looked more pronounced than usual and recommended he seek further medical attention to avoid complications. Despite his doctor's suggestion for surgery, it seems Kirk may regret not pursuing more care. Rumors suggest his health has worsened and he's now in the hospital. Eyewitnesses at the hospital have shared that there's growing concern about his condition, with some fearing he may not survive. Sources close to the situation have revealed that things have gotten so serious that Kirk requested Rasheeda to be by his side during his struggle with illness. He hopes to make peace with her after everything he's put her through, wanting her by his side if he doesn't recover. This request, however, has upset Jasmine, who is reportedly angry. Jasmine was requested to stay on her feet during the hospitalization and severally to surrender to psychiatric help. Personally, I find it disheartening that it took a life-threatening situation for Kirk to realize the pain he's caused Rasheeda. They've been married for over 2 decades, during which time he's cheated on her, humiliated her, and we all know how Jasmine entered the picture. Kirk became so accustomed to betraying Rasheeda that he even got Jasmine pregnant. We all recall the tense conversation between Jasmine, Rasheeda, and Kirk when they discussed co-parenting her son.
I've always been concerned, and I've always loved him since the first day I heard from you. You don't have to hear from me because Cannon knows what's up. That's all that matters. I understand why it's a little weird now. But you know it's not weird. No, it's genuine. Now all of a sudden, I've always been there since I decided to forgive him. If I forgave him, I gotta take everything that comes with it, and that's Cannon. Y'all figure some out so we can get this boy on track like he need to be on track.
Kirk eventually made a flirty comment after Rasheeda stood up, which made it seem like he was still involved with Jasmine behind the scenes. Then, when Jasmine revealed she hadn't deleted any messages, it became clear she had dirt on him, and it didn't take long for her to spill it. First, she unexpectedly showed up in an event where Rasheeda and Kirk were present, and brought receipts to expose the truth.
You said blank if we... That's what that says. And now you going back on your word after I signed the release form for Cannon. I take you to court. Don't play with me. You didn't ask me to cash app you no extra money towards the rent. I just did it out of the kindness of my heart because I knew you were behind trying to help you. That wasn't no extra money. That was what you're supposed to be giving me anyway since we agreed to whatever the number is. So what's the deal on the text messages? Is that what we got going on? Because the fact that I'm even sitting here, even listening to this, is beneath me. And I'm sick and tired of this. Straight up, what is up?
Rasheeda then sat down privately with Jasmine to discuss the receipts she had brought forward. And here's what happened.
I be kind of wanting to figure out a communication, it's a lot of stuff.
But it's the same stuff as before.
Do you realize you didn't even attend Cannon's last birthday because where were you at?
That's the same party that I helped pay for the gifts, correct?
When we was in mediation, do you even remember what we agreed on? Yeah, you don't know because you don't.
I do know, I'm not.
So the agreement was that you get Cannon the third weekend of every month. Do you do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last time...
It's signed on paper.
To make matters worse, Kirk hasn't taken accountability for his actions. Instead of simply admitting he messed up again, he's been trying to portray himself as the victim. He's telling anyone who will listen that he's been unhappy in his marriage for a long time, and that his affair with Jasmine was a way to escape the problems he was facing at home with Rasheeda. Just days later, he separated from Rasheeda, and sources say he even reached out to his legal team for advice on how to proceed with a divorce. In my opinion, Rasheeda has enabled Kirk's mistreatment by choosing to stay instead of walking away. She had the option to leave, but decided against it. Instead, she publicly committed to keeping her family intact, making it clear to Kirk that she wasn't going anywhere. In an interview with Essence, Rasheeda explained, "A lot of times people who speak on that could never wear my shoes. A lot of women haven't even been in a relationship for 5 minutes, let alone 20 years. So you can't speak about the decisions that I make. At the end of the day, it's my life, and I never let anybody's opinions sway me in any direction. All I did was pray and follow my heart, and if nobody likes it, don't follow me and don't leave any comments on my Instagram. Something you deal with might be something I wouldn't deal with, but it's not for me to tell you what to do. One reason our marriage has been able to continue is because he's made a 360. I went through a really deep, dark period with it, and it wasn't an easy thing for me. It took being hospitalized for Kirk to realize that he needed Rasheeda back in his life. However, his decision to have her by his side has left Jasmine furious. She's been telling anyone who will listen about what Kirk did to her. Inside sources revealed that Kirk had already discussed the possibility of marrying Jasmine once his divorce from Rasheeda was finalized. So, his request to have Rasheeda back has broken Jasmine's heart. But as they say, you lose them the way you gain them. Let's not forget this is Kirk we're talking about. He knows exactly how to manipulate both Rasheeda and Jasmine. While we wish Kirk a speedy recovery, one thing is clear. Things are about to get even messier between Jasmine and Rasheeda. Fans have been leaving comments saying, "Don't understand why Jasmine keeps throwing rocks and hiding her hands. Having a baby by a married man comes with consequences." Jasmine knew that man was married. Expecting a man to take accountability for something he was allowed to do is one of the consequences. Rasheeda can do much better. If Kirk passes on, she has to live without him. Girl, kick the dead weight to the curb. Who needs that kind of disrespectful man? Take charge of your happiness. It's not with Kirk. Love yourself and move on from him. You're too beautiful to be dragged down. Kirk is with Rasheeda when he's sober, and with Jasmine when he's drunk. Do you think Rasheeda should forgive Kirk for everything he's done to her and stay by his side at the hospital? Or do you think she has no business being there, since he chose to be with Jasmine over her? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to check out the next video.